So welcome back to the Doug Decay Show. So here we are, once again, 31 straight days for Horror Month at the Doug Decay Show. And we're doing 31 straight days of horror films from the Universal Monsters. Right here at the Doug Decay Show.
What?
It's the Doug Decay Show.
Spookerella, you want to correct him for me?
It's the Spookerella Spooky Hour.
I like that.
Your host, Spookerella.
Okay, welcome back to the Dave Decay Show.
Spooky Hour.
I'm Dave Decay, and
Spookerella.
we are reviewing the sequel to the 3D spectacular that Gary the Ghoul led us into his dungeon to see, Creature from the Black Lagoon, only this one is the revenge of the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, it's right here on the Doug Decay Show.
Right here on Spookerella's Spooky Hour.
I'm Doug Decay.
Okay, so here we go. Here is a sequel to The Creature. And The Creature from the Black Lagoon, like I said, has always been one of my favorites. It is an absolute classic. Now, we are watching this, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but we're watching this on the Universal box set, the Blu-ray box set. And we got to see the first one in 3D. This one is actually also in 3D, but we did not actually get to see it in 3D. We just watched it in regular 2D.
Yeah, man, so I didn't watch it in 3D either, but I could have sworn that things were swimming out at me. Just swimming.
Now, for me, I don't know about for you, Doug, but for me, it didn't seem as clear as the original Creature. It was very blurry. It did not have the Christmas. It didn't have the Christmas.
There was no Christmas in this, Dave.
No.
No, it's Halloween.
There was no Christmas.
There was no Halloween in this film as much as there was in the first film.
No, man.
It was very blurry, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, underwater, it's murky. So, it's murky down there. And since they were in Florida instead of the Amazon, I could understand why. Lots of murky stuff in the Florida waters.
So, we basically begin sort of where the last one left off, where these people have now heard about the Creature, and they're going out to the lagoon to try to find the Creature, but only this time to bring it back to be scienced at the aquarium in Florida.
Yeah, so they could use it. It was sort of like watching Jaws 3.
That's the same thing I said. It reminded me a lot of Jaws 3, where they capture the creature and take him back to the aquatic park and put him in a tank.
So yeah, they bring him back, they put him in this big tank, and they're going to study him, but with, of course, thousands of people watching, and they're all watching them try to bring the creature back to life, because once again they had to go into his lair, blow it up, and then drug him, and then bring him back to get him back to the aquatic park.
Yeah, they put the Creature into a coma. I mean, what?
So he was stiff, and in one position, he was just like.
Well, the thing is, it was kind of a hard movie to watch, because, I mean, they literally just sat there and tortured the GILL-MAN for the first hour of the film. So when the GILL-MAN does escape, you're like, whoa, yeah, man, go, kill them all, because, I mean, he had an absolute right to wipe everybody out in this film for all the stuff they were doing to him.
So you remember the last time I was saying, I felt like these people came into his den, his lair, his world, and they walked in, and he was just trying to be friendly. He was just coming up and saying, you know what, you're here, I'm going to treat you right. And what did they do? They kept throwing him off the boat, setting him on fire, shooting at him, and all he was trying to do is be friendly. And this time around, he's going to show him the same kind of friendliness, but no, they drug him up, put him in a coma, take him somewhere he's never been, at Florida, and dunk him in a tank. So yeah, I can understand him getting pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, as a person watching this film, you really feel terrible about the monster. Terrible about the monster, or about the GILL-MAN. What?
Hell?
Hello?
What?
Huh?
What?
Right. I sympathize with the creature 100% because, you know, they came in there and messed with him and he's just trying to defend himself.
Poor guy. I felt bad for the GILL-MAN.
Yeah, so like I said, when he does eventually escape and starts wreaking havoc on everything in Florida, it was really cool. I love that sequence. And I actually really liked this film. I didn't think it was quite as good as the original film, but again, the acting was really good. The Gill suit looked amazing again. He looked fantastic in this film. His eyeballs were a little big. I don't know what happened there. He kind of like, you know, got very large eyeballs in this movie.
Well, he had a lot of drugs, dude.
Well, that's probably what it was. They drugged him up.
They squirted all that cocaine into the lagoon.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So his eyeball bulged out. So anyway, they bring him back, and actually throughout this movie, it's more of a love story. It's a love story between these two, this scientist lady and this other, I don't know, marine biologist dude. So two science people, and it's actually a love story between them. But it just happens to have the creature in it.
But yeah, I mean, I think it works. I think it's a good sequel. I think it really is a good sequel to the original. And the last half of it, when they're all looking for him and he escaped, I actually enjoyed the whole film. So overall, I am giving the Revenge of the Creature a 4 out of 5.
I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was as exciting as the first one. But, you know, it wasn't bad. It was kind of just middle of the road. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5.
And I also didn't care for it as much as the first one. I thought it was alright. But I did enjoy it. I mean, overall, I enjoyed the GILL-MAN. He's always been one of my favorite Universal monsters anyway. So, and he looked amazing. And I would also have to give this movie a 5 out of 5. Glad you find that enjoyable.
We almost done because I'm running out of things to say.
Well, none of us gave it a 5 out of 5. So I gave it a 4, she gave it a 3, and you gave it a 5.
Yeah, because I'm Doug Decay, and this is the Doug Decay Show.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the Dave Decay Show, because, you know, tonight, there's going to be some live screaming, video gaming, all night tonight.
All night?
Well, at least for a couple hours. Dave and Becky are going to be streaming, screaming, live games, video games, spooky games, and you don't want to miss it.
Yup, just like we do every night here on Spookerilla's Spooky Hour.
I think somebody put something in my drink.
So, hope you enjoy the Dave Decay Show, and as always, stay
Spooky. Alright, I'm getting fucking slap happy here. Are we done?
We're done.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I like that.